Well, we are heading to December and it might be getting cold. It might be a bit dull outside, but I really like December in the garden because there's loads to be getting on with. And in terms of seeds, it is when I really start getting things going for the season ahead. And there's some really special ones in December that I absolutely love doing. That'll come to in just a minute. You won't have to wait long. So we'll do some seeds today. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some other things that I've actually already got on the go, that it is not too late to get started yourself if you haven't started yours. But it has been freezing cold around here recently. We've been down to about -4, -5 degrees here in Scotland. Bit of a cold spell. Temperatures have gone back up, but a little bit of a caveat whenever I do these videos: make sure you check the weather or the frost zones in your area where you live as to whether these seeds I'm starting now, whether they'll work for you or not. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on to some of the bits. We'll start with the big hitters, and then we'll do a bit of a show and tell afterwards with the things that are already grown in the greenhouse. Now, onions, one of my favourite things to grow. I love growing onions, and we'll start off with the best, right? Why not? Why not go into bat straight away? And we've got the Bedfordshire Champion. I love growing this onion. It always grows really well, grows to a big size. So if you want some nice, big, juicy, fat onions, Bedfordshire Champion are the ones to go for. I will never, ever, ever stop recommending Bedfordshire Champion onions, just like I talk about the common cucumbers or the Katana spring onions. There's just some varieties that I will never get tired of, and this is one of them. I will be doing another Boxing Day onion seed sowing special, because tradition, whether you like it or not, says sow your onion seeds on Boxing Day. I did it last year. We did it as a premiere, went down really well. We'll do it again this year. So I'm telling you about these now. So if you don't have your onion seeds, you can go out and buy them, get them in ready, and we'll start them all off together on Boxing Day. We are not just doing the glorious Bedfordshire Champion though. We are doing some red onions, and this one's really interesting actually. And this is the Red Baron, and it's a really popular red onion. And you'll often find people will get Red Barons and grow them from set. And then I see it all over YouTube, I see it all over social media, everywhere else, saying, oh, my red onion's bolted. Off they went to seed, they're bolted, they're no good, they've got a really, when it bolts you get a really hard sort of chewy core on the onion, it goes a bit funny, a bit fusty. Grow them from seed and you'll have much better success. Doing these from seed, the last couple of years, I've had no bother with bolting with the red onions. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it. I wish I did. Maybe I'll go and look it up sometime this afternoon. I'll sit there, cup of tea this afternoon, browse the internet, see if I can figure it out. But Red Baron onions from seed, sown on Boxing Day, grown throughout the year, never had a jot of bother with them. Always, always, always really good. Something new. We've been shopping and we've got a new one to try, and this is Isabel Rose. There's loads of places at the moment have got seed sales on. They have done for about the past sort of 2 or 3 months, I think it was, and I had a little bit of a splurge. I needed to restock, shall we say. I mean, it's just an excuse I'm using to go off and buy seeds, because I like to go and buy seeds. But we've got these, like I say, some new ones to try out this year. I like the colour of them. This sort of pinky, well, I guess a rose sort of colour. They're called Isabel Rose. Give them a try. Never, ever, ever tried them before. First time for me. We'll do them exactly the same as the other ones. So come along on Boxing Day and you'll see these ones getting sown as well. Now something a little bit different. A little bit of a gamble. I'm not sure whether these will stay in the greenhouse or whether they'll come and sit on the kitchen windowsill. But I'm going to start some herbs off, and I'm going to do some basil. And this one in particular is Thai basil. It'll probably die in the greenhouse. I mean, I don't know who I'm trying to kid by saying I'll leave them out in the greenhouse. I'll probably start them off in here at the moment, because like I say, we had that cold snap, and around here we're probably steady at about 6 or 7 degrees during the day, overnight dropping down a little bit more. When I see them starting off, I'll bring them in the house. The basil's going to come in the house, who am I kidding? Next up, I'm going to do some garlic chives as well, get them on the go, give them a try. Another one, I'd like to say I'm going to leave them in the greenhouse, and I'm getting distracted. I've got a new bird feeder down there, sorry, and the birds are absolutely loving the seeds at it, and I can see all the little birds at it. Sorry, I got distracted. So we'll give that a shot. They'll probably go on the kitchen windowsill. It's just nice, again, just a bit of interest, just keeps things going this time of year. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need fancy herb growing systems or pots. You never have a look around here. All likelihood is I'll get one of these little seed trays, I'll put some compost in, I'll sprinkle some seeds in, and they will grow, and I will cut the chives and I will use them. And it really is as simple as that. We're all guilty, aren't we? We're all guilty of overcomplicating this gardening palaver, me as much as anybody, from time to time. Now, something else I'm going to do, and I've got all these 3 packets of seeds. I had them together with elastic band, and there's a reason for that. And it's a bit of an odd collection. And we've got lemon balm. We have got this sort of mixed salad bowl lettuce. We have got cabbage. And we have got evergreen spring onions. Now, it is a bit of an odd collection. And what it is, it's generally a random collection of seeds. You can see here, see the free from the magazines, Kitchen Garden or Grow Your Own, are the 2 magazines I normally get. And I'm probably never going to use them, so I'm going to do microgreens with them. And I'll show you, I've got a tub over here, a tub that is currently full of plant labels waiting to be washed from ones that have been used. This is a sort of half-side seed tray. Again, as simple as the herbs. I'm going to compost it, loads of those seeds, because I'm going to be liberal with them, because they're just going to not really be used otherwise. Loads of those seeds, microgreens, right? Bit of interest over the winter. Again, they don't really need brilliant conditions to grow in, because they're only going to grow year high before I'm going to come along with a set of scissors, snip them all off, chuck them in the salad, whatever. They're like little sort of nutrition bombs, aren't they? Little sort of bits, especially this time of year. Lots of nutrition in them, and a bit of flavour and a bit of interest in your salads and whatnot at this time of year. And I might sacrifice some of the peas. I've got loads of pea seeds at the minute. I might sacrifice some of them and do some pea shoots in the same ilk as the sort of the microgreens, and pretend I'm at some sort of fancy Michelin style restaurant, when really I'm just sitting there on the couch watching I'm a Celebrity. Get me out if you're on a night time. But anyway, we'll not worry about that. 2 other things to show you that it is not, you've not run out of time for yet. One is garlic. Look, here is my garlic. It is growing away nicely in this cell tray. That'll probably be going outside very, very soon. The other thing I wanted to show you was, you remember these from a couple of weeks ago? These are our overwintering sweet peas. So you still have time, you get loads of time actually to do sweet peas. And these are the sweet peas that came from Eagle Sweet Peas. And I'm having a quick stock check there now. And out of all of these on here, there's like 40 of the cells. There's 2 seeds, 2 of them, that haven't germinated. So when I go on a little bit about Eagle Sweet Peas, that's the sort of thing you're getting from there. Out of 40 cells, 2 haven't germinated, and there's actually every possibility that they're just being a bit slow compared to the others, and they will germinate. They might do, might not do, but that's it. It's been down to about -5 round here already, and these sweet peas are looking absolutely smashing. Anyway, I'm off back inside. It's been, I wanted to have a nice big allotment video for this week. Work has been absolutely horrendous. It has been awful. It has been incredibly busy, non-stop. And this weekend, I've got a sick child in the house. He's really not very well. It's very unlike him to be unwell. He's under the weather. He's awful. So all my plans for this week have been blown out of the window. So I thought, you know what, let's have 10 minutes down here in the greenhouse, bit of a natter, get some planting done, getting some seeds sown, and we'll enjoy it anyway. But with a bit of luck, maybe tomorrow I'll get up to the allotment and we'll get some filming done. Anyway, that's me done for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, folks.